There it is. All right, we're back.
Okay. I know our viewer can't hear us on the podcast. Are we back? Are we live?
We're back.
Can you hear us now?
Oh, yeah. Audio's there now. I don't know why that wasn't doing that. That's weird.
I think we're getting help from somebody that's afraid that I'm going to bust them a little bit because they were giving me a hard time yesterday. So maybe he's trying to get back in the good graces.
Well, so that's fun that we've done this whole podcast with some great jokes with no audio. That's a real bummer.
Well, let's dive into the swimming now, Zach.
Oh, yeah.
The OHSAA swimming championships.
They missed all our great jokes about double copy and paste and not knowing where the heck New Tusky is.
I think it was Philo's next to New Philly in Tuscarawas County.
That's good stuff.
Yeah, definitely. How about, getting to St. Clairsville, they have a couple swimmers that are going to qualify for the state meet. We have a sophomore or a junior in Yost qualifies for the 100 butterfly and the 100 backstroke. Zach May, a sophomore, will compete in the 50 and 100 freestyles. Yost has been the premier butterfly racer all winter. He won the OVAC 4A. I remember that. Mm-hmm. Claimed the sectional, and then when you win the sectional, he got an automatic qualifying spot.
That's awesome.
So didn't have to compete for that. Zach May enters the 50 free with a 22.34 as the 23rd seed, but still qualified. That's a great job there. In the 100 free, finds himself sitting in 19th at a 48.52, and then Martins Ferry John Consort also qualified for the state meet. So awesome. Great job out to those young men.
Yeah, great job.
Some more swimming. Lindsley, again, remember, don't compete for those state championships, but they went to the Eastern Interscholastic Swimming and Diving Championship at Franklin and Marshall and had a really good showing there. The Cadets girls 400 free relay placed 7th in the B final of the 400 relay. Anna Norman, Berta Roca, B. Faro, and Liv Torner. They posted a 3:45.16 and finished, 4th or 7th there. Overall,
that's a good time to finish 7th.
They finished 7th, yeah. Lindsley finished 16th in the girls' standings, and the boys were 21st. So good job out to them. That the meet, as I understand, was it's a huge meet there at Franklin and Marshall. We talk about swimming. Who are we going to talk about in the Valley when we talk about swimming?
I think it's probably a John Marshall Monarch, right?
We've got a John Marshall Monarch, Victoria Kidney, state championship in the 100-meter backstroke. She clocked in at a 56.29. She beat Parkersburg South Jordan Claypools with a 57.45, so over a second lead there in the state championship. Great job to Victoria. She also anchored a 4th place finish of the 200 medley relay team. I think she was a 3-time place winner there.
Wow.
As well. So with senior Sierra Taylor, Sydney Hess, and sophomore Maitland Miller was also on that relay team. Finished 4th overall. Great finish for those young ladies there at the state swim meet. Another team always qualifies and does well at the state meets. Wheeling Park. They finished 4th place overall. I believe John Marshall finished 6th, I think, overall. Lacey Langmeyer placed 2nd in the 500 freestyle with a 5:18.03. That 500 freestyle, Zach.
Oh, yeah.
Some
distance.
My eyes get tired just watching it.
Some distance. Yeah, some distance. It's one of those that, if you're a layman, standing up in the stands and watching that event, you're like, I have no idea who's winning.
No.
Because you don't know what lap everybody's on.
No.
I mean, it's one of those that's real hard to tell until you see somebody hit that come up and go, yeah.
I did ask if they can see that, the place holder down there in the water, and they told me no, they can't see it. So they're just looking for the red or whatever color it is at the end.
Usually, yeah.
Like blood in the water for a shark, I guess. How about this? If the 500 freestyle wasn't enough for Langmeyer, she was in the 400 freestyle team that finished 3rd place with a 3:57.21 with freshman Molly George, Ava Sundari, and junior Abby Heilman. So great job out to that team and in Wheeling Park there. Brooks, Ella McCullough, she finished 6th in the 100 freestyle, 58.69. On the boys' side, Wheeling Park sophomore Levi Parker capped a solid season with a 3rd place finish in the 500 freestyle. Again, that 500 freestyle, I mean, you're swimming forever. I don't know how there's water left. If I was swimming, I don't think there'd be water left in the pool. I'd swallow so much.
Oh, yeah.
You're drinking it the whole time.
Yep.
Yeah, and maybe sinking. I don't know.
Yep.
How about swimming?
We want to knock down a few segments?
We can knock down a couple right now. Maybe.
You think we could maybe bowl one over, Tom?
How about we'll take down a 7-10 split? How about bowling? We'll go on the Ohio side first.
Okay.
Harrison Central got the 6th and final spot for tomorrow's district tournament in Coshocton. So great job out to the Huskies. Yeah, it's in Coshocton.
Do you know who's from Coshocton?
You?
No, Trish Brown that teaches
Trish Brown's
teaches at Sherrard with us. She's from Coshocton.
Wonder if she's bowled at the bowling alley there.
She may have. She may have.
We'll have to ask her tomorrow.
We will. Yeah. We'll have to.
Hey, what won them the 6th and final spot were the Baker rounds. They got into the Baker rounds to where your bowlers each bowl a couple frames. So you bowl a couple frames, I bowl for a couple frames, Tom, and then your last teammate bowl a couple frames. So
awesome.
They got a 195, a 233, and then not so well in the last one, but 164. They got an 8-pin win.
Wow.
So that they just squeaked by, got that 6th and final spot. Kobe Hennis from Harrison led Harrison with a 623. He finished 6th overall. Barnesville's Keegan Martin qualified individually for the district tournament. Also, Barnesville's Matthew Hall qualified, and St. Clairsville's Sebastian Lewis all qualified as individuals.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I mean, man, an 8-pin win is tight.
Yeah, as a team.
I've got one buddy who's a real bad bowler. He could probably hit 8 pins the whole night.
I think I could hit more than that. On the girls' side, Harrison's Tylen Smith rolled a 472. She qualified for the sectionals. Monroe Central's Cheyenne Baker qualified. Union Local's Chloe Porter qualified. All was individuals. And East Liverpool's team qualified. And I can remember Addison Rudabaugh over there at the OVACs. She rolled a 616. That was the best individual series in the sectional.
That's
so
impressive.
Great job to Addison. East Liverpool qualifies. We got some local qualifiers individually. So good luck to them in the district tournaments coming up in St. Clair's or at Coshocton today. So awesome. Good luck to them. Or tomorrow, sorry. Zach, let's pin down another segment.
Oh, we went from bowling pins to mat pins.
Definitely. Put some pins on those jackets, maybe.
Oh, okay.
Hey, Eric Brothers Jr., an announcement, will wrestle at WVU starting next season. So we'll have a couple local wrestlers on WVU's wrestling team.
That's really awesome. I mean, it really is. I mean, Eric's a great kid, and he's one of those ones when you see him wrestle, you can see why WVU would be so interested in him. Just bona fide work hard guy. I mean, we saw it on the football field. We've seen it on the mat all season. I mean, we've seen it from him his entire high school career. Congratulations to that young man. It's really, really great to see him going there.
Speaking of Eric Brothers and Wheeling Park, they finished second in the Class AAA Region 1 championships. So they have some kids going on to the state tournament. Jack Lowe at 132, Adam Carmen at 138, Braden Lucas at 144, Quentin Velas at 150, and Jerome Maynard at 165. All were regional champions, and I think Park qualified 10 wrestlers overall. If you want to know who else qualified, go to ovathletics.com. We've got a great write-up on it. Tom did a great job there with our wrestling and the regionals to qualify. But hey, another local shout-out to a John Marshall wrestler. They finished third with 172 points. They have 9 total qualifiers, and they had a Region 1 titleist, Xander Ward. Great job, Xander. Just talking to Dad, knowing how hard he worked this offseason. From the way his wrestling season went last year, he wasn't happy about it.
Right.
And he worked so hard to get to this point and is a Region 1 titleist. Great job, Xander.
That's awesome.
And that's a special little shout out. I know Xander. I know Dad, Chris, really well. The whole family. Just great job out to Xander. And I know he earned that. Earned it with some hard work.
And knowing Chris, I'm sure he's happy with the regional.
Yeah.
But there's no way he's letting him hang his hat on that. It's on. It's state time.
Yeah.
I know how
Definitely.
Chris is. He's like, Xander, it's state time. Let's go.
Yeah. So he'll be ready.
He'll be ready.
He'll be ready. The Monarchs will be ready. How about some other local finalists? Brooks, Region 1 champion Tyler Wise at 190. He leads 5 Bruins to Huntington for the state tournament. Oak Glen, 8 individuals in the Region 1. They had some champions there. Logan Davis at 113, Hayden Lamb at 132, and Braxton Dugopolsky at 165.
See, I would have been like Braxton.
All regional champions. I'll take on those names. And then, hey, they're in Class A. 5 qualifiers for the Cameron Dragons.
For Coach Tim Jones.
Yes, for Coach Jones. Led by a Region 1 titleist, Adam Angel at 170. Great job to Adam there at 170. Wheeling Central new to the state tournament this year for a long time off.
It's been a while.
2 state qualifiers. They had a Region 1 champ, Isaac Martin at 215 leading the way, and also Wyatt Brady qualified for Wheeling Central. So great job out to those two. Good luck to them in the state tournament.
Good luck, guys.
Yeah, down in Huntington.
That's a great tournament too. I mean, it's not quite as fun with as much pageantry as the OVAC is, but this WVSSAC will put on a great tournament down there for them.
Definitely. How about Barnesville wins the MOVL title? They have a dual title. Remember we talked about that, I believe, last week. They have an OVAC title. I mean, they're just picking up championships. They're going to have to build new trophy cases out there at
They're going to have to build
Barnesville.
new trophy cases, and if we keep talking about them, they're going to have to try to fight which one of you two is going to be mayor.
I know. That'd be awesome. Hey, Barnesville is a place that when you just as soon as you hit the city limits, you just smile. I don't know why. I don't know if it's pumpkins. I don't know what it is, but as soon as you get to Barnesville, you just smile. Champions all over the place. They have Connor Wilson at 106, Heinz Ford at 132, Skylar King at 144, Reese Stephen at 150, Carson Milhone at 157. A couple runners up for the Shamrocks, Aiden Andrews at 120, Kobe Jones at 165. I mean, just great job out to all those Shamrocks. Love their wrestling. They did great at the OVACs, great at the duels, great at the MOV title, and they'll be moving on to state championships.
That's awesome.
Caldwell had a couple champions. Colby Langley at 165 and Marshall Sayer at 190. Buckeye Local finished third overall, 138.5 points. They had a couple champions. Tristan Palmer at 120 and Chase McFadden at 175. Shenandoah, the Zeps, were fourth. They had 3 weight class champions. Tristan Roster at 113, Drake Kanich at 126, and Carson Klein at 215. Great job out to them.
And it looks like, unfortunately, there was only one champion rolling down the river here.
There was. River had a lone champion, Marshall Byer at 275. Bridgeport had a winner, Mason Aberts at 138. So great job out to those young men.
We got to get those rolling in the rivers in, since when we were talking earlier, it was when we didn't have any audio. So we got to get those rolling on the rivers in so Tom can get his
roll them out for everybody.
Yep, got to roll them right back out.
Hey, still staying on the mat, Zach. It's like we're at the OVA season, just spending all weekend on the mat. Martins Ferry wins the Buckeye 8 championship. Dylan Ward at 120. Can we just put him in permanently in the podcast when we talk about Martins Ferry and wrestling?
It does seem like we talk about him every single time Martins Ferry comes up in wrestling.
Dylan Ward champion at 120. And then they had Jonathan Rossano at 132. Buckeye 8 championships. Beaver Local had 3 champions. Robert Bichette had at 126. Justin Cox at 150. Dylan Ferguson at 157. So Beaver Local, a good showing. Edison, the Wildcats, they finished third overall as a team. They had Jaden Clancy at 190 and Ethan Wagner at 165, both champions. The Potters, East Liverpool, came in fourth. They had champions Tristan Eccles at 113, Damon Stansberry at 144, and Eric Williams at 175. Indian Creek had a champion at Brock Pendleton at 106, and the Bobcats had a champion at 135, and Clayton Myers. Great job out to those young men. It's a tough sport. As you go on into the season, it just gets wrestling just so tough. You get beat up, and these kids are just fighting through injuries and just doing a great job.
Well, it's one of those when it's going on, too. The kids are constantly moving. They're constantly trying to get that leverage. I mean, it seems to me like not necessarily that it's a longer season, but it feels real grindy.
Yeah.
There's that middle part of the season where it's like you just got done with the OVACs, and there's that grind to that state tournament, and then you're always just wondering what's going to happen after that.
Yeah. How about Harrison Central? They're 6th in the team champions. Or 6th in the team standings. They had a couple champions, Lucas and Layden Thomas at 215 and 285. Both won by their championships by pin.
That's awesome.
Great job out to those Huskies. I failed to mention, we have an article of the week. I don't know what we want to pick for the article of the week. We were talking about, do we want to go with this one? Do we want to go with that one? Like, what article of the week we want to go with? I'm not sure this will be the article of the week, but a thank you goes out to Cameron again. Tom and I went out last night for the section basketball tournament. Cameron took on Weird Madonna. You want to know more about the game, go to ovathletics.com and check out the article there. But I mentioned Ashlyn Van Tassel earlier in the program.
Yeah.
She grabbed her 1,000th rebound, Zach, last night. I know you love your rebounds as a junior.
Wow, as a junior. That's
so
impressive.
1,000 rebounds as a junior. As I talked to Coach Pettit after the game, I said she averaged like 15 boards a game. And she goes, she's around 14 point something.
Wow.
I said, you have to be tearing down boards at an incredible clip to get 1,000 in 3 years.
We talk about kids getting 1,000 points. Like, I don't know how many times we talk about a kid getting 1,000 boards.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
You don't talk about it too many times. I can remember Reagan Vinskovich.
Yep.
got it. I was at that game. I was at Ashley Van Tassel's 1,000 rebound game. If you're a rebounder, invite OVathletics.com to come to your game because you're going to reach that 1,000 rebound plateau if we're there.
It's going to happen.
Definitely. So great job out to her. Again, thanks, Cameron. Again, you can read it in the article, but I can't say enough. You go out there for a basketball game, you're going to have a great time. The gym is just beautiful. The track goes around the top. They have the gym equipment up there. And then as well as have to mention OV Athletics, as I saw the tacos in a bag and the nachos. Zach,
They call walking tacos.
who is that over there?
Oh, who is that?
Did he come in from Russia or something? I don't
Must
know
have,
because that's the only people would ever call that a walking taco.
Walking taco.
How about? I think what might hit Zach in the heart out there at Cameron. You seem like a soft pretzel guy to me.
This is like 80% soft pretzel.
Soft pretzels and cheese out there at Cameron. So maybe Friday
Awesome.
ride out
Awesome,
and get a soft pretzel in Cameron. Hey, tune into OVathletics.com. A lot of big stuff on the way.
I know we had a little bit of technical difficulties today with us, only getting audio in the back half of this. So that's going to be fun for me to cut up on our YouTube channel. So I'm looking forward to that tomorrow. Yeah, I'm going to timestamp.
Do we need to redo the beginning? Like,
I don't know. We can.
Can we redo the beginning? Go backwards.
As I was told when I called you co-host, you are the host. I'm a co-host. So
yeah,
it's up to the host, I guess.
Yeah, we could go back and redo it. I mean, we could have some fun. I'm sure we could grab some more jokes there. But I tell you what, we also have to thank our great sponsors. How about Tom started this sports quote of the day?
It's awesome.
Visit Wheeling jumped on this quickly. They said we want to be a part of OVathletics.com. So if you go to our sports quote of the day, you'll see a link on Facebook. You'll see a link for Visit Wheeling. Click on that link. Go visit Wheeling. You're going to find all kind of stuff to do. Everybody's like, what's to do in Wheeling? Click the Visit Wheeling link, and you'll find out every day there's something to do in Wheeling.
Yep.
Great place to go out and to see things. Thanks to them for being part of our family, and then to help your family, to help the kids of the Ohio Valley. Fail to mention, hey, again, beach season's coming up. Go to Ohio Valley Nutrition. Go to St. Clairsville. Go to their store in Steubenville. Go online. Go over there. Their weight loss needs, got them there. Multivitamins, got them. You want to see just what shape your body's in. The body fat content, the water content in your body. They're going to put you on the scale for 5 minutes, and they're going to have a whole printout for you ready to go. Go visit them at Ohio Valley Nutrition. Been with us from the beginning, and we thank them for that. They believe in us.
It's awesome.
Hey, if you visit one of our other sponsors, see for yourself, it's always beach season.
Yeah,
it's always beach season.
And so you go to see for yourself, set up that vacation, then go travel over to OVN, High Valley Nutrition, and get your nutritional supplements, your weight loss stuff, be looking good for the beach.
Maybe go over to Swan Sports Shop, get some custom embroidery done.
There. Go to Swans.
Yeah.
Hey, tell them Ohio Valley Athletics sent you. We're going to have some great gear coming from Swans. If you need anything, hey, those spring sports are coming up. You need baseball cleats, you need softball cleats, you need track cleats, you need a shot put, a discus, you need a baseball glove, you need baseballs, you need a baseball bat, you need a baseball bag. Whatever you need, go to Swans. And then he's not going to just get anything for you. He's going to say, this is what you need, and this is the best thing that's out there for you.
And save you money.
Yeah, definitely.
Or if you're like me and you don't want to get in shape, you can go get your fat man summer T-shirt from Swan Sports Shop too.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Hey, how about Marshall County Soccer? You want to get your kids involved in something that's been around for 35 years. You're going to get some great coaching there. Marshall County Soccer's there for you. Sign up. I mean, they don't have kids just from Marshall County. I know they had kids traveling, I believe, from like Monroe Central is what Brian told me, to come down and play soccer there. So that's a heck of a travel just to come down and play some youth soccer. But they know the league's set up really nice. Got a lot of teams, a lot of competition. Go to Marshall County Soccer.
400 kids now?
I think 400 kids now.
400 kids.
That's impressive.
It's
That's really impressive.
I mean, they've done a phenomenal... I'm a soccer guy.
Yeah.
And they've done a phenomenal job with their program.
Yeah. And finally, we'd like to welcome the Army on board with us. I guess we're in the Army now.
Listen, I think it's only a matter of time till we get to drive a tank. I think it's totally reasonable.
I think so.
Listen, I think
that's the first.
I think
first to get the sponsorship, and then the next thing's to drive a tank.
I definitely think that's coming, right?
It's in my jeans.
It has to. It has to. Hey, yeah.
I tell you what.
Normally, my wallet's in my jeans.
I hope the volume went out right then. I hope nobody heard that one. That's what I'm hoping right now.
good stuff.
How about you? You're interested, just thinking about the Army out there. You want to join?
Yeah.
Click on the link on ovathletics.com. It's in the header. Every page. They're gonna give you a quiz, right?
Yeah.
Then there's 150
jobs.
150 different jobs. So maybe you're like, I'm going to the Army. I don't want to go into combat, so I'm not going to the Army. There's 149 other jobs other than combat for the Army. So
and there's great employment opportunities after your time active serve. Set you up for life. You get a college degree out of it too.
Yeah.
I mean, it's one of those things that you can give back a little bit and then get yourself set up for the rest of your life too.
Yeah. So help us out, help the country out, help yourself out. Click on the banner ad there on ovathletics.com.
You get to board planes first too, so you don't have to wait in line.
Oh wow.
If you travel a lot, it means something.
Yeah.
You know what else? So help our sponsors out. Help us out. Be sure to go subscribe to our
sponsor.
Become a sponsor to our one faithful viewer. Thank you.
I
for
thought
coming
it was
in
3.
And
Isn't the last number?
We have 3 views. We have 1 active viewer.
One active viewer. Thank you.
So thank you to our 1 viewer. Thank you for letting us know about our technical difficulties.
That was great. Thank you.
We'll try to take care of maybe something on the front half of the episode. Maybe we'll just cut it out. Who knows? But be sure to subscribe.
Not with all that work I did. I'm going to tell you right now, we're not cutting that out.
Hit the little.
I'll make them watch it without volume.
Hit the little bell down there to let you know when we go live. Be sure to follow us on all social media platforms. Get on Facebook in particular. Get Tom's awesome sports quote of the day. You can even turn on post notifications. So when Tom posts an article or when Jeff posts an article or anything that comes up, you guys can get a little notification and tell you, hey, there's a new post up.
Hey, Zach, we're going to be out and about. We have sectional. We have regional basketball. We have state wrestling tournament. We have all kind of stuff coming up. Check out OhioValleyAthletics.com daily. There's new content coming to you.
Read the articles; they're fantastic.
We have some great writers that are doing stuff for us. Check out the message boards. Just go to OhioValleyAthletics.com and just look at everything. Click on every link you can.
Fantastic, yeah. All right, guys.
Thanks for watching. We'll see you next week at some point.